Hat alles gewonnen, was man gewinnen kann. Und wir gehen direkt rein, machen einen kleinen Sprung. Der Sprung von Lisa Rischig über 4,63 bedeutet deutsche Jahresbestleistung für sie. Offenbar schon in einer guten Frühform und damit ist sie noch im Rennen, sowie insgesamt 8 Athletinnen bei 4,71 Meter. Es entwickelt sich also genau dieser hochkarätige Wettbewerb, den wir uns erhofft hatten. Zurück zum Stabhochsprung mit Alicia Newman aus Kanada. Ihr erster Versuch über 4,71 Meter. Schraubt sich hoch und ist drüber. Zum ersten Mal in ihrer Karriere überwindet Alicia Newman in der Halle die 4,71 Meter. Die Freude ist ihr anzusehen. Draußen schon über 4,75 gesprungen. Jetzt zum ersten Mal in der Halle über 4,71. Und damit übernimmt sie auch die Führung hier beim Indoor-Meeting in Karlsruhe. Die 4,71 Meter. Sie trennen in Karlsruhe in diesem Jahr ein bisschen die Spreu vom Weizen. 8 Athletinnen sind die Höhe angegangen. Geschafft haben es am Ende nur 3. Auch für die deutsche Lisa Rischig war hier leider Schluss. 4,71 heute zu hoch für sie. Dafür weiter im Rennen Angelika Sidorova. Wir sehen hier ihren Sprung über 4,71 Meter. Ganz sicher drüber. Und ebenfalls weiter mit dabei. Wir sehen es gleich, die Olympiasiegerin aus Griechenland, Jekaterina Stefanidi, 4,71 Meter in Karlsruhe, auch für sie ganz sicher. Danach ging es für die Damen weiter auf 4,78 Meter, die nächste geplante Sprunghöhe und die bedeutet gleichzeitig Meeting-Rekord in Karlsruhe. Den hält noch Silke Spiegelburg mit 4,76 Meter aus dem Jahr 2011. Und jetzt haben wir 3 hoffnungsvolle...
The silver medalist at the World Indoor Championships in Birmingham last year, finishing behind Sandy Morris in a titanic tussle. So Sidorova, second attempt, 4.78. No one clear. Other exits, we've seen Kyriakopoulou, the Greek athlete, 4.63 was her best mark before 3 failures. Sidorova, nope, aborts it on the way up. So Lisa Reisic, by the way, the German athlete, also failing 3 times at 4.71. Her best mark was 4.61. So the 3 athletes still in the competition, filling the top 3. Katie Najot on countback in 4th position. Quite a surprise to see Najot disappear from the competition that early on, Jen.
Yeah, she's been in tremendous form, and you know, we actually saw her going off, and she was a little bit emotional actually. I think she was expecting a lot more than that here this evening. 4.87 in Boston just a few days ago. You know, I think she was really hoping to have quite a tussle with Stefanidi this evening. But you know, this height is really finding them out. Obviously, we're trying to see their form ahead of Glasgow European Champs in just a month's time.
So we go back to pole vault. Stefanidi getting towards crunch time. This is second attempt for her. So 2 fellow competitors, Newman and Sidorova, have both failed twice. So this for Stefanidi to take the lead. He'd been edged into second place in Boston last weekend. No, so she bails out like Sidorova did last time round. So the athlete's just trying to find a bit of rhythm here in the pole vault.
Yeah, good to have 3 athletes though, you know, still in at a height of 4.78 meters. Obviously they're all now on the 3rd attempt, so winner takes all.
Yep. I think I said 3rd attempt at 4.71 there for Stefanidi, but she's obviously over that, so it is 3rd attempt at 4.78. She is capable of 4.90 indoors, of course, all-conquering force, but has 1 or 2 rivals starting to emerge. Sandy Morris, of course, the world indoor champion, has had a slight injury setback over the winter, so she's still building up towards the outdoors, one would think. US indoor champs coming up, of course, at the end of this month as well. For Alicia Newman, though, having set a lifetime best and a national record, an extra 7 centimetres on top of that is quite a big ask.
You know, it is. You know, psychologically, you've already done something that you maybe thought surpassed what you thought you could do this evening, and now you're already, you know, going for an even greater height. So, you know, I'm sure whatever happens, she'll come away from this arena, you know, with obviously a lot of confidence from this evening, you know, getting that 4.71 national record. But, you know, another 7 centimetres if she can, 4.78 meters.
She wants the crowd support. She treated us to a bit of a backflip earlier on when she recorded that lifetime best and national record indoors. This is a must for her, 4.78 to crown. You can see the smile on her face. It looks like a jump to nothing, really, with the smile on her face here. I think she's thinking, I might be able to do it, but I've had a great night already.
Absolutely. I think sometimes an athlete's just relax and they just go with the flow. You know, great things can happen. So let's see how she gets on.
What's the Commonwealth champion got then at 4.78 meters? I tell you what, she got the height.
She got the height, she did. But yeah, as you said, you know, she's delighted. She's walked away here with a national record, and you know, a lot of positives to take from that, I'm sure.
Well, on countback at the moment, the athletes all prior to this height all had a clean card. So at the moment, Alicia Newman had 5 clearances, first-time clearances at earlier heights. Sidorova has 2 clearances on her record and 3 passes, and Stefanidi has just 2 clearances as well.
It's an interesting event, isn't it? It comes down to strategy. Really like the high jump as well. You know, Stefanidi only entered the competition at 4.63. She's that confident. When obviously, you know, Alicia Newman, she came in at 4.20 meters, so she took every single bar. But you know, she had
as well. With her third attempt at 4.78 meters. Already has jumped 4.85 this year as Sidorova, twice a world indoor silver medalist, not only in Birmingham but also in Sopot in 2014. Can she stay in the competition at 4.78? Oh, she was closer than Newman, but still not quite close enough.
Oh, that was a huge clearance. She just rattled it, didn't she? Gosh, the height's there. I can tell why she's jumped 4.85 meters already.
So, a frustrated look from Angelika Sidorova, who will have realised she was sailing upwards there, but unfortunately came down on it. So she is out of the competition, which means that Stefanidi has a vault to take the meet. And 10 important points, by the way, in the IAAF World Indoor Tour. We should say there are points on offer for the top 4 positions. 10 points for the winner of the scoring events, 7 for second, 5 for third, 3 points for fourth. And the overall winner across the 6 events, the best 3 scores from the athlete's record over the 6 events contribute. So the maximum points you can get are 30 from 3 wins. Stefanidi has a 7 on her card from last weekend, so a 10 here would be pretty useful, particularly with Katie Najot, who took the 10 last week, having gone out early.
This would be a great opportunity for her to bag a 10 points, but she's guaranteed some points, which is fantastic. But I'm sure she's not just here for the points, I'm sure she's here for the clearances as well. Absolutely.
Over in Europe, but US based these days, Katerina Stefanidi, coached by her husband, and has a same management team as Katie Najot, so they know each other very well. They follow each other around the world competing. It has been a Stefanidi against Najot show, if you like, in the early part of the year. This to take the event and to stay in the competition as well, and to potentially move higher. 4.78 for the win for Stefanidi. It's not to be for her either. So 3 failures and out at 4.78 for Katerina Stefanidi as well. Frustrated all round because all the athletes there are capable of going higher. But it's one of those days, isn't it?
Sometimes you just have a competition like that, and you know, I think you can only benchmark yourself against the others as well. You know, 4.71, 3 people clearing that, absolutely fantastic competition. Just wonder what the conversation's going to be at home. Do you think the husband's in trouble?
Oh, I don't know. Is it the husband's fault?
Is it the husband or the coach tonight?
She didn't look too frustrated when she looked across there. I mean, that wasn't close, was it? She's knocked that off on the way up. Stefanidi.